Away we go. Questions for Coach?
Coach, you like this duel in the middle of February with Iowa State?
I haven't thought about whether we like it or not once it was on the calendar. So we worked to get a date. We got a date. Here we are.
How did it come last versus usually you guys do it in early December?
Just scheduling conflicts with probably both parties, and ends up February.
I think this is the first time in 20, 21 years, something like that, that you guys have wrestled them last.
It used to be like middle of January and then be home and home.
Yeah.
And then the last dual meet of the year.
How much more intense will this one be knowing who's in the other corner this go around?
Perspective-wise, you keep an even outlook or an even approach. But, there's always that involved, so know each other well, and not a lot of, I don't think there's a lot that'll change with our guys. I think the fans have definitely gotten an upgrade with the interest level.
What about for you personally? I mean, especially a couple of the wrestlers you've coached, some of the best wrestlers that have been on this campus, certainly that you've had a hand in.
A lot of good memories. Some of the best Hawkeye performances come from that group. Two of those guys we coached here to national titles, Metcalf and St. John. Mm-hmm. 3 out of the 4 coaches got national championships from Iowa. Mm-hmm. That's a tribute to our program.
What does it say about Iowa State that they wanted to bring in Hawkeyes over there?
I think they did a good job of picking some dang good coaches.
You expect both corners to be a little bit more animated, or?
I think from the fans' point of view, you're going to have maybe like an upgrade in interest and a lot of talking about what could happen or whatever. But from my perspective, our focus is always on our guys. It always has been. You're not going to draw me into that. And we got Marinelli, and we got Lee, and we got Kemmer, and we got Sorensen, and we got a supporting cast after those guys. We got Sam Stoll at heavyweight, and then Wilkie, Bowman, Glenn, Turk, and Gunther. So, and Happel. We got a lot on our plate. Get ready.
Coach, you were a native Iowan. What does the rivalry, how much more important is it for an Iowan?
The rivalry is important because you're after the same real estate, and not just local real estate, but national real estate. And so it's important. You look at where they want to go, you look at where we want to go, it's the same place.
Only 8 Iowans on the roster, or on the probable lineups between the two. Is State of Iowa high school wrestling down, different than maybe it used to be in years past?
I think that's kind of a recycle thing that, sometimes Iowa's really strong, and, sometimes it cycles out of that strong period. I think it just maybe just how the lineups fall for this one. We want to have a presence on our team with Iowans, and we have 10 Iowans on our team. I look at Spencer Lee, he's an Iowan. I look at, Vince Turk, he's an Iowan. I look at Alex Marinelli, he's an Iowan. Sam Stoll is an Iowan. Their address is in Iowa, and their home is Iowa now. So that's what college athletics is all about. Change your location and you become part of that program. And if you got kind of 1 foot at home and 1 foot in Iowa City, I don't know how committed you are. Ask Marinelli where he's from. He's from across the street right over here.
Speaking of high school wrestling scene in Iowa State tournaments this week, what memories do you have wrestling at the state tournament?
Memories are the same as any big competition where you're getting ready to go. It's defining your season. You're fired up about that opportunity to compete in front of rabid fans that in an event that means a lot. And you get up for it and you go after what you want, and when you get it, you're pretty doggone satisfied. And then as soon as you walk off the mat and you have a little bit of satisfaction, it's on to the next thing.
What sort of specifics are you looking for out of your team across the board that maybe you didn't see at Penn State?
You know, I mean, that's a goofy question. I know that when you get taken down and cradles get slapped on you in less than a minute, you need to have a outlook that doesn't matter what the rankings are. Go out there and perform. Everybody in this sport has had to deal with wrestling the number one guy. And I don't know if there's anybody that came in ranked number one and then was never the underdog. So deal with it. And you can have the pundits talking, the fans, the media. You can even have your parents saying, oh, dang, I hope my kid doesn't embarrass himself. But if I listen to that noise, I'm protecting something. And in this sport, you're in trouble when you're protecting something. Trying to keep it close. Trying not to look bad. Go out and wrestle and attack. Go do what you were meant to do. It's that simple.
Is Cash Wilkie making enough progress towards the end of the season?
I mean, we're not down on him. So we're okay there.
What have you seen consistently out of Alex Marinelli this season?
He likes to sit in that corner back there. No, I'm just kidding. He's ready to go and he's excited to compete. That's probably the thing that's most consistent. And performance-wise, just go out there to score points. And when your mindset is that way, then he's going to score points. It's that simple.
All right, thanks, Coach.